photography. I'm just standing here now live in the reception of Kyle Park House in Glasgow. We'll start the tour of the site in just a couple of minutes. I'll just see if it's just give a couple minutes for more people to join. So we'll just hold on for a couple of minutes and then we'll go off and show you the site. So we'll just kill some time. Just the chassis.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're sitting on past at the minute anyway, so I may as well just get started and anyone else who joins throughout can just catch up as they go. So as I said, I'm here live in the reception of Kyle Park House in Glasgow. So I'll just give a brief overview of our reception and what we have here and what you can do with the reception when you arrive. So when you do arrive at Kyle Park House, you'll arrive to our lovely reception and you'll be greeted by either myself or my colleague Joanne. We're both the sales and services advisors here at Kyle Park House. So behind me you'll see that we have our post boxes. So when you get your post delivered, any mail delivered, it will be sorted out by ourselves and neatly put into a post box that has your flat number on it. So you'll get a little key and you'll be able to open it up, get your mail. And if you have something that's bigger than this little door, then it will be delivered to reception here. And one of us will be here to hand it over to you, sign it on your behalf. So it's pretty simple. You can come down here and there'll be someone here between the hours of 8 AM and 8 PM. After that you'll get a number for the security to come and help you out if you need it. So let's get started then. We'll take you around we'll show you our two different types of rooms that we have available. I'll show you our communal spaces, which includes our laundry room. So let's go round now. Only accessible by those who have a fob, which will be residents and staff, so it's very safe. And then you'll come into our lovely courtyard. So Kyle Park House is comprised of 8 separate buildings, which go from blocks A to H. So we also have a separate building for studios, but we won't be showing studios today because our studios are unfortunately fully booked for next year. So the one we're going to stay in block H, so if you'll follow me. So just like the gate, your entrance into the block is fob access, and this is only able to be accessed by people who live in this building, the same as you. So we do have an elevator which is super handy for moving, and we have a set of stairs which is super handy for cardio. So let's go upstairs today. Luckily we're only on the first flight of stairs today. So here we are to the flat door, and similar to all of the other entrances, it is fob access only, except this one is only accessible by people that you'll be living with. Now this flat is in here. So there are 4 bedrooms in this flat. Number 1 will always be a premium room, and the rest will always be classic rooms. So I'll start with the classic room so that you can see what we consider to be our basic room and what the upgrade looks like afterwards. So let's go and look at the classic. So your room door is completely lockable, so you can be completely safe with all of your possessions safe inside your room, and you'll get a little key for going in. Luckily it's open for the purposes of this tour. So, in you come. This is our classic ensuite room. Get a little pan of it. Okay, so since you've had a nice look around, I'll just explain everything and how great it is. So we have a lovely 3/4 length bed, which is the kind of middle ground between a single and a double. I know a lot of student accommodations tend to only offer a single, but our basic is always a 3/4. So that's great. You've got some outlets next to your bed for any sort of charging of your devices. Underneath we have our storage. So this is great for things that you maybe don't use all of the time, but you don't want them cluttering up your floor space. So you get 2 drawers for that. You get your desk, which is great for getting uni work done. So you've got a nice desk, lovely chair comes with it, and you've got your 2 drawers for underneath. And then at the side, you've got your 2 sets of shelves. And then if we just go a bit closer, you'll be able to see down the street, which is just down that street for a 5-minute walk, 10 maximum if you're super tired. It's a 5 to 10 minute walk all the way to Caledonian University in Glasgow, so that is very close to here. That is our closest university. So yeah, as you'll see, lots of storage in the desk area, which is great for putting all of your uni books and your uni work. And then just behind you, we've got a notice board, which is great for any customisation you want to do of the room. It's not limited to your board, but we would recommend you put your stuff on the board so that it doesn't get as messy on our lovely walls. And then you have a mirror in your room, great for getting yourself ready for uni, which has a light above it so you get that optimal lighting. You just come round, I'll show you the wardrobe. So the wardrobe's pretty big and it's got lots of space. Come on and see all this space. So it's great for hanging stuff, you can fold your things, and this space up here is great for putting your suitcase once you arrive. Suitcases can be so annoying and get in the way, so this is a great place for you to pop them out the way and not have to worry about it until you're going home for Christmas or any other trip home or any other trip within Glasgow, Scotland, because there's lots of places to visit that you could do. Every room in Kyle Park House has an ensuite bathroom, so I'll let you have a look in and have a little pan around of our ensuites. So we have our lovely shower cubicle. And again, you've got a mirror there with the light above it, which is again great for getting that light in. So what we'll do is we'll just do another brief pan of the room in case you've missed it. Just have a little look at everything we've got before we move on to our premium ensuite. Another quick pan of the lovely wardrobe, so you can plan where you're going to put all of your cool outfits. And then one last pan of the bathroom before we move on. Okay. I think that is everything with our classic, so why don't we just pop on to our premium range 1 ensuite. As I said, it's always bedroom number 1 for the premium. pan round before we go into the specifics of it, but you'll see that it is a pretty similar room, but we'll go into the differences once we've had a quick pan. So very noticeably, the biggest difference of the room is the bed. This bed is a full double bed, so rather than the 3/4 that we've seen in the the classic ensuite, sorry. So the room is just overall a bit bigger. It's the bed that's bigger and the floor space, but again, the bed does take up most of that extra floor space, so it's all about whether or not you prefer to have a great night's sleep in a double bed. All of the storage is pretty much the same. It's got the same underbed storage, except the double bed will have 3 drawers rather than the 2 that's in the 3/4 bed and the classic. It's got the exact same size of desk with the exact same under desk storage and the exact same shelving units at the side. And in this case, the room has the exact same view as the other one. It has the exact same size of wardrobe with the exact same storage options, which is handy. And it's got all of these outlet plugs for you to plug in laptops, televisions if you want to bring them, extra lighting, just whatever you want to bring with you, make it yourself at home. And you again have your lovely mirror with the light above it for that lovely lighting, and your notice board. Similar to the room itself, your ensuite bathroom is just a little bit bigger than the classic ensuite. Let's have a little look at that extra floor space. Again, it's the exact same layout as the classic ensuite, it's just that little bit bigger. So it's all about, I suppose, how much stuff you're going to bring with you, how much space you want, how much space you want for customization and decoration, and that is completely up to yourself. So let's just do one last overview of the premium ensuite. And a last overview of the bathroom and the premium. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll take you to the shared kitchen. As I said, in this flat there are 4 bedrooms, so there would be 4 flatmates sharing this kitchen / living space. We have the maximum amount of bedrooms we have in a flat is 5, so that's the maximum that you'll have to share a kitchen / living space with. So if you come in, we'll just do a little pan of what we have on offer in our kitchen. So this is a great space for you to cook, to eat your meals, to sit with your flatmates and talk about a day at work at uni. You can put a television in here and watch your television to wind down after a hard day. There's lots of surface space here for cooking, so a couple of you to cook at the one time. And then we have these stools, so you can sit at the bar and have your dinner together as a flat. There are 4 stools, but this one's been propped open the kitchen door for us, but there's room for everyone. And everything you see here, minus the sparkly placemats, everything you can see here comes with the flat as standard. So you've got your microwave, your kettle, and obviously your cooking facilities. If you just come round and join me in the kitchen. So you've got a fridge and a freezer. Everyone gets a shelf in the fridge or freezer. Decide that amongst yourselves. And as you'll see, there's 4 cabinets at the top, and that's one for each flatmate. So just come in first and get your first choice of the cabinets. And then at the bottom, again, there's 4, and that's one for each of you. And then the drawers are just here, and that's one for each person. So you can put whatever you want in them. It's not exactly limited. And again, like I said, all of this comes with the flat, but that's not to say you can't bring your own personal things if you prefer to cook with other things. I can't remember the word there. But yeah, if you want to bring other cooking instruments, I guess, you can do. Toasters, etc. don't come with it, so you may want to purchase one of them. Or again, you've got a grill in here, so you could always make toast on the grill, which is always super crispy and nice. So that's basically the kitchen. We'll just do another overview of it so you can have another look at it, and then we'll move on to our communal areas. So every single flat in the buildings in Kill Park House look exactly like this. There's no sort of difference. The only difference would be a slightly different layout or shape, but that's just based on the shape of the building. So if you come to Kill Park House, this is exactly what you would get. So let me go and show you our laundry facilities, which are handily just outside this block. So just for exiting the blocks, it's just a simple press to exit and go. And then just in here is our laundry room. So we'll go in here and we'll see the laundry. So up at the top you've got your dryers and then your washers, so your prices are just here, and it's £2.90 for a wash and £1.60 for a dry. You can pay this either with an app you can get on your phone, or additionally you can purchase a little card where you can top it up to pay each time you come. I know people use a mixture of both, so it's just totally again with your preference. And then here you can top up or have a look and see what your balance is. Just in here, there's a little extra space for you to come in and hold your belongings before you decide to take them up, just to save you some time. And you've got some vending machines, which a little bit empty at the minute, but you do get filled up regularly. So just have another little overview of the laundry room. That's the laundry room, and this is the entire site will use this laundry room. So yeah. here in the courtyard. But if you do decide to bring a car with you or buy a car while you're here, we do have a bigger car park just at the back, and you can pay for a permit, which is £60 a month for your permit. Some people make use of it, and it is quite handy. And then here we've got our bike storage as well. The block A is the block for the common room, and I'll show you everything we have to offer in here. Again, full access. There we go. It's a little bit dark, but it's not usually. On the wall leading up to the common room, you can see a couple facts about Glasgow, which are great if it's your first time here. And then we have, again, fob access. So everyone on site has access to the common room, and it's your fob that will let you in. Let's just have a little overview of it before we go into any specifics. So this, I guess, is like the games room part of the common room. You've got your foosball table, you've got your pool table. There are some pool sticks here, but the rest are kept in reception, so you just come, sign them out when you want to, and we have them here. You can just come in and play. Then we have a nice seating area just for you to gather with some friends if you don't want to spend all of your days in your room and your living space. We've got a television which you can hook up to your laptop if you want to stream something, put on YouTube videos, just whatever you want to do. Yeah, and I know some people come in here and they do some university work, so it's a good place to come and do some chilled research or whatever you're doing that day. So we'll come around this way. Got a little place to hang up your jacket when you're coming in to do a nice long day of studying, and then you come to our study room. We've got these lovely, unique study pods which have some outlets for you to plug in your laptop so you're set for the day. You've got another TV in here which is capable for hooking up to your laptop so that you can work on any sort of presentations that you've got at uni that week. Come in here, meet with whoever you're making, maybe you're doing a project and all of your classmates are in here with you. It's good on days where it's raining a little bit, which unfortunately happens kind of often in Glasgow. If it's raining and you don't want to spend all day in your room doing your work, but you don't want to walk as far as the university to go to the library, this is a great place to come, get your work done, being out with your room, and again, lots of outlets so you can be here for the day if you need to be. Got a lovely whiteboard if you want to get some brainstorming going, whatever you're doing in uni that week. But this is just a great room that's well loved, it gets a lot of use. Just take you out. And like I said, you are here for the day, so don't worry, there's a bathroom if you need it. And then there's no work without a bit of fun. So a great place to wind down after you've been in the study room all day is the cinema room. So in here is just a good room for some privacy with your friends, lots of couch room for you to sit with your friends, put on a film, have a little movie night, or binge watch your latest box set that you're watching, and just chill out and watch what you need to watch with your friends. It gets a lot of use in here, because it's something very different, I think. And it's also got some games consoles which are free for you to use whenever you want, but it's definitely a great place to chill out with your friends. So let's just have another little look at it. take it all in. And again, that's the cinema room. So why don't we just do another brief overview of all of the rooms we have on offer here in the common room. So that is our lovely common area. So I've shown you the rooms, I've shown you the laundry room, and I've shown you this common area. So let's go back to reception, and you guys can think about any questions that you have for me in regards to Kell Park House, and I'll try my best to answer them. If not, I'll get the answer and answer at some point. I probably will know the answer. I'm just kidding. And again, press to exit and go. Press to exit and push. And just like the common room and the laundry room, everyone has access to the reception area, so you can come and see us. And here we are, back where we started. So, we have some time, because I've got through that quicker than I thought. Does anyone have any questions about Kell Park House that I will try and answer for you? I'll get my lovely assistant to read out any questions. So one of the questions I can see is, are all the rooms carpeted? And the answer is yes, they are. They're all carpeted, which is great for getting some heat and keeping some heat into the room, because unfortunately we do get some cold winters over here. So it's great to have carpet there with you. Let's see what else have we got. I'll just give you guys some 5 or 10 minutes to think of any questions before we go off. Any questions at all, happy to answer. So you can open the windows, and one of the questions there was, can you open the windows in the ensuite rooms? You can open them a little bit just to get some air in, but there are restrictors on there which are for your safety. So yeah, you can open them to let the air in, but not completely, which again is for your safety. Okay, so we're getting a couple of questions in now. So one of them is the distance to the University of Glasgow. Unfortunately, we are a little bit further away from the University of Glasgow. There are some people that go there that do live here. But it is, you have to walk all the way to town, which is about 10-15 minutes before you jump on the tube. Luckily though, the tube does come every sort of 8 minutes, I'm pretty sure it is. So you can get a card and go. It just sort of depends on how close you want to be to your university, I suppose. But University of Glasgow is probably not our closest one. Our closest ones would be Caledonian University, Strathclyde. We have some people that go to the Royal Conservatoire, and we have some people that go to City of Glasgow College. So they're probably our closest ones and the people we get the most go to there. But we do have some University of Glasgow people, so it's all dependent on how close you want to be. What was the other question? Is it okay for you and your friend to live in one flat? The answer to that is absolutely. We wouldn't want you to be on your own. It can be hard coming over somewhere where you don't know anyone, so all you would have to do is contact us on our email address, which is glasgow@unitestudents.com, and let us know both of your friends' names, and we can make that booking for you to ensure you guys are in the same flat together. Again though, like I said, there's one premium room per flat, so if you both wanted to have premium rooms, you wouldn't be able to stay in the same flat, but we could definitely organise for you to be in the same sort of floor, so that you just need to nip into each other's flats if you wanted to. But you can absolutely stay together, there's no problem with that at all. So reception, I mentioned it at the start, but it was pretty early at the start. Reception is open between the hours of 8 AM and 8 PM, so that's the hours that you'll find one of us, or the office staff in. After that, there is a roaming security who you can contact for any sort of issues, and they'll help you out in any way they can. But between the hours of 8 AM and 8 PM, you can come collect your parcels, collect your mail, or just come and have a chat. We're always here. So the other question is about if kitchens are cleaned by the staff. Unfortunately not. We don't clean your flats at all. However, we do have inspections of the flat at points in the year to have a look at the cleanliness to make sure that it is being cleaned. So it's up to yourselves to clean the flat. So it's a great taste of living on your own and being responsible for your own flat, which is great. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so any last questions we have before I sign off on today's live viewing? If there are any other questions, you can contact people on uhomes who will contact us in case they're not sure of the answer, or you can contact us directly, just whatever you want to do. We can answer your questions in any of those ways. If there's no more questions, we'll sign off for today and get on with a lovely busy day. Is that everything? Yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys for coming round to the live stream viewing of Kyle Park House today. I hope you guys have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. And again, contact anyone for questions. You go over us, that'll be great. So yeah, thanks guys for coming, and we'll bye. Is it done?